Trisha the grifter strutting down round Bev B's yard. Brown loafer heels clicking like she owning it all. She found a lonely old woman. Trisha got a sparkle in her eye. Sweet tea and sympathy, then wave that phone goodbye.
She coos, oh honey, let me help you text your friends.
Next thing you know, that iPhone sliding in her purse and that phone is gone again.
Inheritance check.
Signed, sealed, delivered with a kiss. Trisha's laughing and dreaming about all the way to the bank. Trisha's got that sparkle in her smile, that devil in her stride.
Stealing purses, phones, and bank accounts.
Bonita Stacy's Clyde.
Trisha the grifter, queen of the con.
Grifting lonely ladies from dusk till dawn.
Phones and fortune, she takes them with glee. Funding her fabulous, ridiculous spree. Gold brooch pin right there on her chest.
Flashing brighter than the lies she tells best.
Trisha the grifter.
Ooh, what a thief living large on somebody else's money.
New fur coat dripping diamonds on her wrist. Attacking John Ramsey, he is at the top of her list. John Bonet, who she tweets with a sneer while sipping champagne that cost a whole year. She's got a brand new wardrobe, looking oh so fine, but did she steal those fancy threads from Beth B's closet line?
Closet raid at midnight,
Hangers flying high,
in best dress,
waving that brooch to the sky. She's got that sparkle in her smile,
that devil in her stride.
stealing closets, cash and clout. Watch her take the ride. Trisha the grifter, queen of the con.
Grifting lonely ladies from dusk till dawn.
Phones and fortune, she takes them with glee.
Funding her fabulous, ridiculous spree.
Gold brooch pin right there on her chest.
Flashing brighter than the lies she tells best.
Trisha the grifter.
Ooh, what a thief living large on somebody else's greed.
All right.
Trisha,
That's
what's a girl
foolishness. Oh, this is a good one.
Runs dry, the marks are few.
She just bats those lashes, spins another tale. Bless your heart, my darling.
Then she's gone without fail. Trisha the grifter, swinging through the night.
Stealing phones and purses from the dead under soft.
Enough of that foolishness. All right. That was fun. Yeah. Who doesn't love a snazzy little tune? I ask ya. Okay. All right. One of the reasons why I don't sing is because I know that the music that is playing, I'm lagging a little bit behind that. So it would be weird if I wasn't. So I probably look like, a derpy derp, like I don't have any beat or anything like that. But I promise you, with what I'm hearing, I'm on task. So, okay. I hope you guys are all doing really, really great. I'm going to be here for a few minutes. We are going to, this isn't, you've heard about Dear John letters. This ain't one. This is a Dear TriSHAW letter. That's what this is. AB, welcome, my friend. How you doing? All right. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. Okay. So look, Trisha is needing a little attention. That old girl, yeah, that old crazy bat in a cowboy hat. Hey, we hadn't seen the crazy cowboy hat in a long time. I'm a little worried about it. Tell the truth, Trisha. Did you pawn it? Did you go to Las Vegas and you had to pawn that delectable antique of a leather hat? Is that where it went? Low on cash? I know. I get it. Don't worry though, because you go to court, I believe, next Wednesday. Is that true? On the 12th. TriSHAW goes to court. She's going to be talking to a Texas judge. So we'll see how that all turns out, right? I had somebody ask me, are you going to watch it? Will it be live streamed? Let me be perfectly clear here. And I'm going to bet that Sis and AB agree with me on this. I can't think of anything that I want to do less than watch TriSHAW in a courtroom. Like, not fun. Not fun. Not the kind of thing that inspires one to greatness. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'll be passing that little morsel of entertainment snack. All right. Okay. So, let's do this because I am limited on time. I have a hard cutoff I have to make. So, there'll be no fudging. So, let's see what old TriSHAW of the Trauma Vulture Sleuth Club. Let's see what she's up to. All right. Yeah, me and Sis, we're going to be passing on the whole Trisha's court date thing. Horrible way to spend your time. Promise. But let's see what she did. Remember, yesterday, I talked about this obscene display by Lauren where she basically co-opted Grayson's family's loss to turn it into her personal tragedy, Lauren's personal tragedy, so that she could make content out of it. It was an ostentatious display of virtual obscenity, in my opinion. So TriSHAW, who's a bestie, she's part of the Trauma Vulture Bestie Club, and she has something to say. So I thought we'd listen to it together, shall we? All right, here we go.
Welcome to Web Sleuths YouTube Live. My name is Trisha Griffith, and I am the proud manager of WebSleuths.com, which is a true crime discussion forum. We are going to go to the...
I'm confused. Are those your children behind you? It looks like TriSHAW has to put up some photographs of maybe her children or her grandchildren. No, not her. No, we know those are children that were murdered. Or let's be fair, unsolved potential murder. They died in a house fire. A very strange, sketchy house fire near Delphi, Indiana, right? We remember that. Yeah. She has taken those children's photographs and put them in what appears to be like a nice ceramic frame. And there's another photo there. It looks like an infant baby. Not yours either? Yeah. Weird like that, right? Very strange. Curious for all of you guys in the side chat. How many of you have someone else's children, not your family's children or your best friend's children? You have somebody else's, some stranger's children in frames on your bookshelf. How many of you? Just curious, just asking the questions. That jacket came out of the 1989. Yeah, absolutely. Holy shoulder pads, Batman. Look at the size of those shoulder pads, AB. She looks like she could be an NFL linebacker. You know what I mean? Woo! Woo! Biggins. Yeah. What are the children, these 5 kids that don't belong to TriSHAW? They don't belong to anyone that TriSHAW knows even. Why are they on her bookshelf exactly? Yeah. Virtue signaling bullshit. That's what it is, Trisha. You're full of it, lady. You're full of it.
Clancy trial here in just a minute. Lindsay Clancy trial. But first,
I have something else to say, Trisha. God have mercy on your soul. God have mercy on your soul for using the nightmare that this mother experienced with the disruptions, the biological, medical disruptions in her body, and then the following assault on her body from the psychotropic medications that she was taking, and nobody recognized, Houston, we have a problem here. This woman needs to be hospitalized and completely taken off of every single chemical that we are putting into her body because she is having a toxic reaction to them. Yeah. You look at that and say, yay, yay, more dead children. Yay. It's so great to have dead children that I can make money off of. I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't understand why you don't hear the story of Lindsay Clancy and just think, but for the grace of God, that didn't happen to me or other people that I know or other people in these poor women, Andrea Yates. You look at this and go, woo, more dead children, yay, money, 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 right? Lots of money rolls in when little kids get harmed or go missing or worse. Now, if I'm wrong, I take correction very well. If I'm wrong, I apologize. If I'm wrong, I modify my opinion or I do further exploration to try and educate myself. It does seem that you and your friend group really get excited about these cases where children are victimized. Why is that exactly? Do you know how many cases are out there that don't involve children? Do you know how many cases are out there that you could discuss that don't include a previously high functioning nurse, a woman who lived for her children, a woman who was devastated because she didn't want to be ripped away from her new baby. She did not want to go back to work. She wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. And unfortunately, because of economics, she couldn't figure out how to make that work, or her husband couldn't figure out, or what. They together decided that she had to go back to work. She didn't want to leave her children because she loves them. And the combination of the changes in her body from the pregnancy, the additional stress of grieving the idea of leaving her newborn baby in a daycare, the stress of not wanting to be taken away from her 3 very young children, and then the toxic reaction to the substances, the chemicals that were prescribed and not followed up on properly, in my opinion, it was catastrophic. She was no longer herself. She could no longer make her choices adequately. I don't know, call me crazy, but that doesn't exactly seem like the type of story that needs to be on everybody's YouTube channel. It seems to me that's the kind of story that makes responsible, empathetic women sit back and think, we need to do better. We need to do better. We need better early intervention with women that experience these really difficult mental health struggles related to their changing bodies. We need to know more about manic psychosis that is created from antidepressants or SSRIs specifically. We need to do better having resources and education, understanding what happens to women as they go through this process and what we can do to help them and protect them, because this lady did everything right. She asked for help, not once, not twice, not 4 or 5 times. She was screaming for help, and her husband was asking for help, and her mom and dad moved into the house with them to help. And they still said, take the medicine. So why is this your case to further exploit? And will you take photographs of these 3 children and put them up there next to the photographs of the Florida children? Will you do that? You used to have pictures of JJ and Tylee up there. I noticed those are gone. Thank you for making a good decision there. Why didn't you remove the Florida before? Oh, because they don't have anybody that's paying attention, right? Okay. Y'all get ready for this. Remember, this is a letter to dear TriSHAW of the Trauma Vultures community.
This is breaking. You know, influencer Perez Hilton, okay? That guy, I mean, we've all seen him, very, he's a great entertainer. Well, apparently, and I'm just literally getting this information out, he was doing a live TikTok, and he was self-harming himself.
Oh my goodness, looky there, looky there. We found another mental health issue, another mental health breakdown, not to educate on or advocate against. No, no, no. We found something to exploit. Here's how it works for this type of idea. Other people that have mental health breakdowns, they are culpable. Now, if they get pneumonia, we can't hold them responsible for not being able to breathe because they have pneumonia after all. We just need to get them to a hospital, right? Like if somebody is brought into the emergency room and they're like, they can't breathe, and you can hear all this rattling and crackling in their lungs. Oh my God, hurry, get a ventilator. Let's get some antibiotics running. We gotta get some meds on board. Let's help this person. And we put them in a protected environment and we help them. But when someone is having a mental health breakdown, well, that is the one you go, all right, we got somebody crazy we can put up on here and make us some money.
Police were called to his house, and the TikTok video was his account was removed. Now, I'm going to show you something, and I'm warning you, it's bad. It's just a clip from X. And
why? Why exactly? Why is it, TriSHAW, that you believe that you are the only person in the web sleuth community that has access to X? Why is that? I'm curious. You know, who else is curious? Anybody in the side chat curious about this odd little woman who believes that X and the news is like a special tool that only very important YouTube creators have access to? Anybody else curious about that? I'm very curious. Last time I checked, TriSHAW, everyone is on X, not just you. Last I checked, people were talking about what happened to Perez Hilton for hours, maybe even like 12 hours before you. So help me understand, what was the value that you were bringing to the platform? Like, did you feel like you were informing people, hey, there's this developing problem out there. You might want to go do some research and see if you can get some information about it? Or were you thinking, oh, this is a serious mental health issue. We need to cover this and bring awareness. So God forbid somebody else's loved one goes to this, they'll know how to respond, how to get help. Was that your calculation there, Missy?
Yeah, let me get Stacy up here really quickly, because Stacy's the one that brought it to me.
Thank God for Stacy.
Stacy,
there she is.
This seems to be legit. I mean, it's legit being reported on that the police went there.
Yeah,
right.
Did.
And but I mean, I don't know what do you think?
Well, I did send you, the Sun has put out what is the first statement from police in regards to it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so far it's being reported on, and his account is gone. So that's legit.
Okay, so what did his son say? I mean, I've got a bazillion emails. So what did his son say?
I didn't hear anything about his son saying.
I'm sorry, Trisha, why does it matter how many bazillion emails you have? First of all, what is a bazillion? Is that like a technical term that only very important YouTube creators use that the rest of us peons don't have access to? A bazillion? I would like to know what a bazillion is. But put that aside. Why does Stacy know what is in the content of your bazillion emails? Is she your artificial intelligence? See what I did there?
Anything.
Well, you said his son put out a statement.
No. Oh, sorry. The Sun, the newspaper.
Oh, God, I thought you meant Paris. Well, you're saying.
Do you know how old his children are, Trisha? I mean, you're acting in the role of journalist in your purple satin stolen fashion from 1980s, right? Complete with oversized shoulder pads. You don't know how old his children are? Do you know how many children he has? Are you a journalist, or are you just a very bad journalist?
The Sun put out a statement. Okay, the Sun newspaper. Okay.
Yeah.
Perez Hilton. I'm like, I thought he doesn't have a son old enough to make a statement. Okay, let me grab that. Hang on.
Oh, this lady. We think she's a lady.
I have the video clip here.
Read it quickly. You wouldn't want to waste any of your valuable time educating yourself before you went live, would you? You wouldn't want to do that. Like little things like facts, they don't really matter too much, do they? What really matters is you just spend other people's money, so you don't really have to do a good job.
From the Sun, the U.S. version of the Sun. And let me tell you, the Sun is not very reliable, but like the Inquirer, when it comes to
as compared to Web Sleuths,
stuff that mainstream media won't touch, they sometimes have the goods. Here's what Katie Forrester is saying from K Forest News, and this is from the Sun, the U.S. Version of the Sun. And this is Perez Hilton.
Well, you want to know something? Dr. John prefers the UK version of everything. Law enforcement, publication houses. You and old John, y'all are going to have to go toe to toe on this.
Okay. The Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office received multiple calls regarding an individual who was live streaming acts of self-harm on social media. Deputies quickly located the individual's residence, where they spoke with family members on the scene and confirmed he was alone inside.
Why? Why was he alone? Do you know, Trisha? Do you know why Perez was found alone inside? I know why. Do you know how long it took for them to actually find the video and take it down. I'm talking about TikTok themselves. Do you know how long that took? No, you don't know that either? I do. I do.
In many incidents involving a person experiencing a mental health crisis or actively harming themselves, deputies prioritize de-escalation by creating time, distance, and opportunities for communication. Unless there is an immediate threat to others, slowing the situation and utilizing crisis intervention techniques can reduce the likelihood and people covered in blood. Don't look at this, okay?
Wait a minute. Wait, now she's saying, because see, she got a flavor. She dipped that big, fat, callous, nasty toe into the water. And then Stacy watched what all the subscribers were saying. Oh my God, you want to show it? You want to show the clip? No, Trisha, don't show the clip. See, that's how it works. Oh, we've got a clip here for you. We got a little clip here for you guys, and here's a warning. You may not want to watch it, so just giving you a little friendly warning, but thinking about showing it. And then she goes on and reads someone else's work, a real journalist work, after smearing their reputations, by the way. Oh, the Sun. Oh, you can't believe that. Those people don't report legitimate news. But let me read it to you. Good God, what's wrong with you, Trisha? And so then she reads somebody else's work after smearing their reputations as journalists. And while she's reading it, Stacy's doing her job, which is to do this. Yes, the wind is blowing from over here. The consensus is people will think you are a horrible snake if you show that video. And so now she's taking the high road. Now she's being not Trisha the grifter. She's being Trisha the virtue signaler. Ooh, that works with the song too, doesn't it? I have to do a new song. Trisha the virtue signaler, right? Oh, don't go watch it, guys. You don't want to watch it. It's just too horrible. It's just too horrible. Don't go watch it. Please don't. Good Lord.
The thing is, Stacy, I don't know if this is real or not.
Right. Yeah.
Did he do this? I can't imagine he would do something this stupid. Either way, either faking it or it being legit, you know?
Right. And the police said,
yeah, so he's butt naked and slashed himself with a knife where blood is everywhere, Trisha. You think he faked it for views? Is that something that you and Lauren ever consider doing? Let's fake something horrific? I'm here. There's been a mass shooting at a funeral. There's been a mass shooting. Let me take my camera and zoom in. Let me zoom in and see if we can see any of the bodies. Let's see if they're, oh, golly, the leakage, Trisha.
that they've been bombarded with calls about it.
Oh, I bet.
Obviously, people are calling in because they were watching it, you know.
Yeah, I bet. Now, we also had some donations. Did you catch them? Did anybody catch them? They're gone now.
Yeah, they're here. They're starred.
Man.
It,
Money.
I just can't. The name is ESADIZ.
And ESADIZ. Hold on, I'm going to make a banner really quick because I really want to thank them for doing this. And how much is that?
Thank you for
Well, there's
your money.
2 of them, both for
Give me more
$9.99.
money.
Okay, and tell me the first one.
Money makes the world go around.
So,
Money makes the
EIS,
world go around.
just spell it again,
The world
please.
go around, the world go
ESA
around.
lowercase.
Mm-hmm.
Who else is getting the feeling that this channel is absolutely a circus? Listen, guys, The Barnum and Bailey circus is in Houston, like right now, right? You're not going to see as many clowns or elephant crap as what's coming out of this channel right now during this live, in my opinion. What is your opinion? All you guys that are in here, your opinion. Are we watching elephant dung pile up? Is that what we're watching here? Remember, we start out with the realization that the children from the Flora fire, many people believe those kids, that there was nefarious reasons that house fire started and that the kids couldn't get out. Okay. She has put them in a frame and put them on her bookshelf. And the other little child, I don't know who that is. So we start out with this woman virtue signaling, look at what a wonderful YouTube true crime creator I actually am. I'm the only one that cares about these children. No, Trisha, the truth is, all the other YouTube creators, we recognize it's weird to put other people's children, especially their murdered children, in picture frames and put them on your shelf as if they are your family. That's weird. That's not anything that I see in my real life. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think that's normal? Do you have friends that just go and say, oh, look, this little kid was murdered. Let me put their face in a frame and put them on my bookshelf? It's very odd to me, but virtue signaling is a very good theory on why she does this, right? Okay. So we went from claiming ownership of murdered children or potentially murdered children to then talking about a woman who experienced a catastrophic mental health breakdown with real biological underpinnings. Truly. And now we just transitioned effortlessly into another mental health breakdown where she's now saying, well, I just don't know if this is real. I don't know if it's real. You know, I think he did this just to get attention. You know, his channel's not doing very well. He's not getting very many views on his content. Maybe he needed to do something really ostentatious and outrageous to try to, get some of his fame back. Or is this a circus or is this circus? What do you guys think? If this is a circus that we're watching, put a 1 in the chat. If you're watching this and thinking, oh, nothing to see here, these people are completely normal, this is good YouTube true crime content, right? It's so offensive that she said what Perez did was stupid. Total lack of empathy. Not human. She says worse than it was stupid. I agree with you 100%, Cat Lady, when she said, oh, you did this stupid thing. Excuse me, as stupid as putting mounds of cocaine up your nose? Did it rate that high on the stupid scale? Or just kind of stupid like putting other people's murdered children's in a picture frame and putting it on your own shelf? I'm trying to judge the TriSHAW scale of stupidity because I don't get it. I don't get it. Who gets it? Cat Lady gets it. This is a nightmare. every single person that I know, whether it's my virtual friends or whether it's real life colleagues and friends, every single person that I know said it's terrible that Perez was live when this happened. It's absolutely terrible that people saw into this horrible moment in his life. And let me tell you something, Trisha, those mental health breakdowns, they can happen to anyone. Anyone. Are you building good karma? I'm just curious.
And it looks like DIZ uppercase.
Okay.
Oh,
And then,
God, we gotta-
okay.
same exact person.
Let's take time out from the murdered children. Let's take time out from the postpartum mom who was then thrown into manic psychosis by medications. Let's take time out from Perez Hilton, who had the absolute public humiliation of his mental health breakdown being broadcast live by TikTok for 15 minutes. Yeah, let's overlook that because what? Oh, money. I thought you told me, Trisha, that Web Sleuths paid you so much money for your website, that name Web Sleuths, that you don't ever have to work again. You don't have to, you'll never be worried about money again. Okay, then why are we monetizing your channel? And why are you going to court on Wednesday to say, please, Mr. Judge, sir, please have pity on me. Beth B was a debtor to me. If it wasn't for me, I helped Beth B. I gave her money. I gave her a place to live. I took care of her. You better be real careful about those witnesses that are going to show up next Wednesday.
For another.
Yeah.
So this person donated twice for $9.99.
What it
Oh
looks
my
like.
God.
Is there yeah.
That's wonderful. And that's a, is a super
it's
stick.
not wonderful. It's not wonderful, Trisha. It is ostentatiously obscene. And the thing that makes it obscene is not that there are people that want to support you. That's not what makes it obscene. What makes it obscene is that you started out with Lindsay Clancy, and then you go into the Perez Hilton thing. You call this man who experienced a catastrophic disruption to his neurochemistry. You called him stupid. Stupid. I don't know. What was it Forrest Gump said? Stupid is as stupid does.
Is there a statement with it, or is it just
Super sticker, just nothing else.
Oh my
very
God.
thin? And the video clip. It's 2 seconds long. Oh God, I don't know if I should show this.
I don't know if you should or not. I just
It's horrible. This looks horrible. It looks real. It looks legit. Guys, I really want to warn you right now. You know, I mean, we discussed true crime. And if this is what has happened, if he has had some sort of horrific...
Excuse me. We discuss true crime. Well, you don't know shit all about it, but you definitely talk about people that are the victims of crime, right? You exploit them. You don't bring anything like educational to the table. You don't help people develop ways, figure out ways to be supportive of those victims of crime. No, you just gossip about it. You put other people's children on your bookshelf. So what? Well, sometimes we discuss true crime. I think that'll be great if we cover Perez Hilton's mental health breakdown. Sorry, you're stupid. You're stupid. I don't know the connection. What crime was committed? I don't understand. What was the crime? Where's the true crime?
horrific mental breakdown. It's awful. And this video's out there. I'm sure people have downloaded the actual video.
No.
92 says don't do it.
No, people haven't. Okay, let's just ask. Side chat. I'm curious, who downloaded the video of Perez Hilton's breakdown? Anyone? Anyone? No. Nobody did. Why? Why? Because it wasn't criminal. It wasn't. People have mental health crises. He didn't break any laws. He was ill. Kind of like you when you sit down and eat 50 Hershey's bars and your blood sugar goes off the scale. In his situation, the neurochemistry didn't involve sugar.
How about if I put the link in chat?
Why?
Yeah, that would be better, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, let me put the link.
Is what's wrong with you? Why do you want to be the person who shames and humiliates people with mental health emergencies? Lindsay Clancy had a mental health emergency. Perez Hilton, an emergency. These are people that should be protected, helped. Oh, man.
Link in chat, and then you can look at it yourself, okay?
Nobody wants to look at it.
But here's the thing, guys. You're going to see it everywhere. So get ready. Okay, it's going to be on thumbnails. It's going to be everywhere.
No,
So,
I hadn't seen it on any thumbnails. Have you? Have you guys seen it on thumbnails?
No, Perez is not related to Paris.
No.
That's not his real name.
Yeah, let me show you a regular picture of him, and you'll recognize him. So hang on.
This is a genius.
And then we're going to
type
get
of kid
into
crowd here, aren't they?
Lindsay Clancy. So hang on just a second.
It's so obscene.
Oh, where's the picture? Here it is. Let me share it. You'll recognize him as soon as I put it up here.
Why?
So,
why do we have to put it up?
Okay, that link I just put in
Humiliation
chat,
isn't
everybody.
enough?
Warning. You know what? Hold on. I need to remove it because I want to put a warning with it.
Oh, that's so good of you. Aren't you a responsible YouTube
No, I
creator?
can't find it.
It's a
What happened to
service.
it?
You're an awful person.
The picture of what he looks like normally. But I'm going to find a real quick clip of him talking, and I.
You know,
Why are we going to show a clip
Okay,
of it?
hang on here.
No
I'd much
crime
rather it be
was
fake.
committed.
Yeah, I hope so. Here he is talking about Ariana Grande.
You want to know what's crime? Let me tell you what's crime, Trisha. That stupid, ugly, childish sofa that you're sitting on. That's crime. Oh, wait a minute. There's another crime happening here. That jacket you're wearing. That jacket, that's crime. That is, I don't know what's worse, those shoulder pads or the 1970s plaid with purple satin. Those are at least two crimes that we've got going on.
Someday. So
A lot of people
Oh
care
my
and are
God,
concerned.
why?
it's just awful. Yeah, his kids are really young. I'm sorry. When Stacy kept saying,
Yeah,
if you'd rather,
shut up, you're a
this would
liar.
be great if you go to DNAsolves.com and you can just donate. Maybe.
Not laughing.
I know. I'm not laughing.
I'm trying not to laugh.
Well, it's
You're laughing.
okay. Occasionally, I say things that, I really, I can't tell you, I probably haven't been there in 2 years, but they, oh my God, they get the worst stuff. And they just post it and let people talk about it, basically.
Which is exactly what you're doing. Correct me if I'm wrong, TriSHAW. Isn't that what you're doing? You are dying to show the clip. You want to show the clip so bad. You want to show it and then you want to go, oh my God, this is so horrible. You want a virtue signal off of someone else's mental health crisis. I'm curious, Dr. John, What do you think about your little friend's behavior here? She's called Perez Hilton stupid. You know what else she called him? She said that he was on drugs and drunk.
Lindy says, I couldn't see any blood coming from the quote.
Oh, look, Lynn is helping. Lynn D36. This is the woman that apparently needs, she is so lost with identity. She just bereft of any kind of identity that she has to give her name and her bra size. That is a class act there, Trisha. You are definitely attracting subscribers that are brilliant. Yep.
Quote unquote cuts he was making, and the marks look like they could have been drawn on and fake blood.
Okay, so Lynn with the big boobs, she comes in to add to this intellectual conversation. She says, well, I didn't see any blood coming out of those cuts. Okay, so what do you do? He drew them on? You think he drew them on? Really? You think, really? Y'all are the smart channel. We shouldn't call this Web Sleuths. This should be called Web Mensa. This is the Mensa group for true crime.
Blood. I'm waiting to see what went on. I hope that's the case. I want this to be fake. As awful as that would be.
You want it to be fake? Why would anybody do that? Oh, for money? I guess now we're in your territory.
So much better than if it's real, you know?
Yeah, you know, if maybe he had a psychotic break and is doing a fake harming video, that would be way better than it being legit.
Yeah.
What brilliance is coming from Frog Lady here? She says her theory is for this poor man who had a catastrophic mental health crisis and emergency that now faces utter and complete humiliation and the loss of his career because it was shown for 15 minutes and now TikTok has responded by removing the entire account, which is the way he made money. Her contribution to this intellectual pursuit is, well, my hope is that he's having a psychotic break and he pretended. Okay, I don't understand that kind of thought, Tracy. Oh, Stacy. Why would he pretend if he was in psychosis? Do you know what psychosis is?
Yeah.
Exactly. So let's see. Jesse says, I'd recommend not watching. Does anybody have a link that's not X? If you do, can you send it to producer@websleuths.com?
Why?
Or websleuthsvideos@gmail.com?
Why?
I don't like to give X any clicks either. But
the left is getting pissed. The We Hate Elon crowd, yeah, they're mad now. How dare you put up an X link? Don't you know that X belongs to Elon? Why in the world would you want to give that man any kind of support for his products? My goodness, Trisha, you are a horrible left-leaning liberal woman. Excuse me. Stop. I thought this was a true crime channel. I didn't recognize that this was a political commentary channel. So sorry. My ignorance.
Yeah, and Kelly J, I really like him. He makes me laugh. He, when he reports stuff, a lot of times he would.
Oh, Perez Hilton, she really, really likes him. When he reports stuff, she really, really likes him. After she said he was stupid, after she said that he was on drugs, after she said he did it because he was drunk. Oh, wait. We are primarily liberal, left-leaning. Our subscribers are left-leaning. Okay. Yep. Our subscribers are left-leaning and they love Perez Hilton. Support Perez. Okay. I just think it's horrible that people are watching this video. I think it is awful that people are not trying to protect Perez and support Perez. And then you clicked out, you edited all those comments you made, calling him a drug addict, an alcoholic. You said he was drunk, he was on drugs, and that he was stupid. Remember that? Yeah, you did, didn't you? You dishonest heifer.
Be first with something really big. You know, he was amazing. That he is amazing that way.
Yeah, I've always liked him.
Yeah, exactly. See, I didn't know this. Jeannie Phipps says he has seemed unwell for a while. I hope he gets help. I didn't know that. Let me, Stacy, is there anything else about him now out there?
Check. I saw 19 minutes ago there was no update. I'll recheck.
Okay.
Tell me, Stacy.
I mean, I looked a few minutes ago and that was the most recent.
It was 19 minutes ago.
Yeah. Okay. Go back.
I was really hoping we could get
And this segues in perfectly to what we're going to talk about tonight with the oh my goodness, with the Lindsay Clancy case.
Oh my God.
There's two big debates. Prosecutors are saying, nope, she's a cold-blooded killer. There was no psychotic break, no, postpartum psychosis. And the defense is saying,
you're getting your information here from these two geniuses who decided that Perez Hilton was in psychosis and pretended to cut himself and bleed and live stream it all. They're brilliant, okay? They see the world differently than you and I do. In fact, they said, shut up to me and Andy Kopsa and Jay, because we were horrified that Lauren took over the death of Grayson's brother. We were in trouble. Shut up! Shut up, leave them alone. They can grieve like they want to. But she also edited that out of this video, apparently. My goodness, Trisha, you give a very good imitation to someone who is just dishonest as hell.
Are you nuts? No, this is all this was. It was an absolute break with reality. And, today prosecution said that, what was it? Something like she was on 13 medications or something like that, said that barely any of them were taken, according to the prosecution. Laura Mathias did a great update on it. And we're going to play a video that Jesse Rodlin sent to me just a little bit ago. And Jesse's going to join us because she was following the case. I've been gone all day and got home just a little bit ago. So
she doesn't.
So I'm relying on others for the information. Let me put in chat right now. This is the websleuths.com discussion about Lindsay Clancy. And I'm sure we're going to have a discussion thread about Perez Hilton as well.
Why? Web sleuths, crime. Perez Hilton broke no crime, no laws. There's no crime there. You are going to court, aren't you? That can use this content for your true crime channel. Like, when did you buy the Faraday bag? That might be interesting. Or when did you edit this live to take out the fact that you said that Lauren was great covering the death of Grayson's brother. And it was perfectly normal to stay and keep working. And you actually went on to say to your subscribers that the reason that Grayson had not started home, that she's working with Wowin, is because, well, Grayson's mom and dad, they have to go in and collect the remains. Then I guess they won't work anymore. I guess they'll go collect the remains. What's wrong with you? You get on your channel and you act like you are so kind and so thoughtful, that you care about other people, that you consider ethics and morality. And then you turn around and you say to an old woman, oopsie, I could use $100,000. Do you happen to have some laying around? And the audacity of going to a Texas court and to say, hey, Beth B owes me. Your virtue signaling falls on deaf ears. And the more of us that watch you and pay attention, the more of us are thoroughly horrified by what you're doing. Completely horrified by what you're doing.
Gotta make this teeny tiny, itty bitty. So here we go. Let's put this here really quickly, and then I'm going to play the clip that Jesse gave us. So
The call.
why don't you put it in chat? It's
For a minute.
We'll bring Jesse up.
Yeah,
CBS questions from. She has agreed. Her defense talked it over with her. She's agreed to certain stipulations, so they don't have to bring on it, and nothing happens. I am so frustrated with this technical crap. It's like, anyway, I'll have to talk to you after, Jesse, to figure out how to get these to play. I mean,
yeah, you need more money.
No worries.
I think you need more money.
They're
Tricia,
pretty
to
traumatic.
Fix it so you can play technical videos.
They are. Were they? That part there is a little bit like, will they be aware that? But I definitely could be missing things about wanting to be closer with Patrick. But is that the pen have that?
Yeah, nuts. Absolute crazy insanity right there. Okay. So she completely cut out the whole part that I wanted to address. She completely cut it out. And that was, oh, poor Grayson. But they're working because that's what they do. That's our Lauren. We just love her so much because she keeps working. Even though Grayson's brother is dead, keep on working. With obscene. Now, what I don't understand is hey, Alma, good to see you. What I don't understand why, like, does John watch these women, watch their antics, and then does he think, oh, that's bad, oh, that looks bad? Because you should, John. And so now I'm wondering, maybe John did watch Web Sleuths, and John went, ooh, maybe they've got a point. And they watched my live, and they watched Jay, and they were like, oh, this does look really bad. And so what did she do? Did she take the video down and then make another video where she just addressed the topic of the trial? No. She just edited the crap out, I guess. I don't know. I get it. Perhaps. Right? Oh, thank you, Alma. All right. So, yeah. So I am going to go back through my recordings, and we're going to pull out the deleted content so that you can see really the way that the death of Grayson's brother was handled on Web Sleuths. Pretty bad. See you later. Uh-oh, why aren't we playing?
That big gold brooch catching every light on clothes that might belong to Bet B. Ain't that right?
Sassiest grifter in town.
Bow down, honey.
She's wearing the crown. Ah, TriSHAW.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. That swing it, girl.
TriSHAW the grifter.
Swing it, girl.
Swing it, TriSHAW. All right, guys.